Welcome! This tutorial will show you how to withdraw from courses in myBC. If you are unfamiliar with how to add and drop courses from your schedule, please watch our tutorial titled Adding and Dropping Courses in myBC. Each session in a term has specific date ranges during which students can drop courses with a refund or withdraw from courses. Courses dropped on or before the drop with refund date will either be refunded to the student if he or she paid out of pocket, or back to the student's account if the course was paid for through financial aid. Dropping a course changes the amount of credits you're enrolled in, so if you do receive financial aid, it's very important to contact the financial aid office to discuss how the dropped courses may impact your funding. Courses dropped during the drop with refund period will not count as an attempt at the course. Once the drop with refund date is passed, students can only withdraw from courses. Unlike drop courses, a withdrawn course does count as an attempt at the course. This is important for a number of reasons which we'll discuss in a moment. Each session also has a deadline for withdrawing from courses. Once that date is passed, students will receive a letter grade for the course. The drop with refund and withdrawal dates are listed on your schedule here. You can also see these as well as other important dates for each session of an academic year by selecting the Calendars link at the top of the Broward College homepage, then selecting the Academic Term Dates link located here. From this page, you can select a specific academic year. The following page will list the important dates for each session in that academic year. It's important to be aware of these dates in the event that you do need to drop or withdraw from a course. As I mentioned earlier, a course dropped with refund does not count as an attempt at the course. A withdrawn course does count as an attempt. This is important for a number of reasons. The first reason is that under state policy, a student is limited to 3 attempts at a course. There are a few rare exceptions such as sculpture and ceramics, but the policy applies to the vast majority of credit-bearing courses. Withdrawals, failing grades, and audits all count as attempts at a course. So for example, if a student were to take Composition 1 and fail it, then repeat it the next term and withdraw, the withdrawal would count as the second attempt at the course. This means that the next attempt would be the third and final attempt at that course. Withdrawals are not allowed on the third attempt at a course. The student will also be charged the out-of-state fee on the third and final attempt. Another way that withdrawing from courses can have negative consequences has to do with financial aid. One of the eligibility criteria for federal financial aid is that students must successfully complete at least 67% of all courses attempted. The more courses a student fails or withdraws from, the lower their completion percentage, or PACE, gets. Once a student drops below a 67% completion rate, the student may lose their financial aid eligibility and be required to pay for courses out of pocket until their completion percentage increases to 67% once again. Students who receive financial aid may also be required to reimburse the financial aid office out of pocket for withdrawn courses. If you do receive financial aid, you should definitely contact the financial aid office before withdrawing from a course to discuss the possible eligibility and financial consequences of withdrawing. Now, having said that, there may be extenuating circumstances that require you to withdraw from a course. Broward College wants all of our students to know all of the possible consequences and to consider their options carefully before withdrawing from a course. We recommend that you discuss your options with the financial aid office, if you receive financial aid, and also with your academic advisor. If you find that you do need to withdraw from one or more courses, you can do so in myBC. Log into myBC from the Broward College homepage. Then click the registration link at the top. Choose Add Drop from the registration submenu. Select the appropriate term. We can see in this example that the student has a course on his schedule, and the notes show that he is within the time frame to withdraw. To withdraw, you would click the Drop Class button located here. Now we can see a little W next to the reference number to indicate that the course is going to be withdrawn. If I change my mind, I can click the Cancel Withdraw button located here. To confirm the withdrawal, I would need to click the Update Now button located here. Now we can see that the class has been withdrawn. So, to recap the main points of this tutorial, be aware of where to locate the drop with refund and withdrawal dates for any session in which you are enrolled in courses for a given term. These dates can be found on your schedule. A withdrawal counts as an attempt at a course. Students are limited to 3 attempts at a course. If you receive financial aid, discuss any possible consequences of dropping or withdrawing from a course with the financial aid office. Successful completion of at least 67% of all courses attempted is one of the criteria for remaining eligible to receive financial aid.